Well, good morning. Here we are still in lockdown here in Melbourne, Victoria, and other parts of the world. I've been talking to some mums and dads about this and how we are feeling. And it might be the same in your house, but gosh, I feel like I'm cleaning my kitchen floors more or in the kitchen more, buying food more because everybody's home and it feels like the home life has actually got busier in terms of those practical things. And of course, lots of you parents are now at home also with children who are learning at home as well. And it made me think about the times when I was a mum and a working mum, had gone back to work, and then it came school holidays. And my kids wanted to do more activities, not less activities. There were sleepovers, there was outings, there was movies, there was playing together and having fun. Yet I had all of my work to juggle as well. And yet it felt like all of the things at home went up. And I think at the same time, my stress level started to go up. And then I stopped to think about how I needed to explain this to my children and explain what I needed in order to have fun with them and actually be present. And this is what I did. I got a simple thing. Here it is. A piece of paper and a pen. In the morning, I would simply get my paper and pen and I would write a list of contributions that would really help us as a family that needed to get done, because really their workload had gone down in school holidays and mine had come up. And so I would write on there some things that were 5-minute jobs and fun jobs as well. Like little kids love squirting a window and cleaning it, or they love getting the hose out and watering the garden, or running and pairing socks or something. I would have 5-minute jobs and then I'd have 20-minute jobs. And of course I'd make them appropriate for kids that were different to what they would normally do. And sometimes when I had older kids, we would raise the level of job contribution. So there's a bit of a challenge in it as well, about a new project to do around the house or something like that. Anyway, write down a list of contributions to be done. And then on the next column, names. Who is going to sign up for which contribution? Now, in that, the kids are making choices, and kids always love making choices and making decisions. So that's a really great tip. One more thing. I made sure my name was on the list of things that I was going to contribute to. So, for example, who was going to go grocery shopping? Well, Mum was going to go grocery shopping. Who was going to earn the money? Well, Mum and Dad were going to earn the money to pay the bills. Who was going to cook dinner? Well, that might have been a teenager, or it might have been me, or it might have been my husband. So we would make sure that Mum and Dad's names were written down there so the kids could quite easily see who was contributing and how we were contributing as well. And I found this incredibly helpful because it gave kids choices, they learnt new skills, and they learnt to be a contributor around the house. Oh, one more thing, timeline. Make on there the choice that kids can feel free to choose when they do their jobs and suits them, but put an end time on it. You might like to say, we want all of these things done by the time we sit down and have dinner so we can have a relaxed evening. Or you might like to say, we want all these things done by the next 24 hours, because that way children can discover for themselves what works for them. Some kids, well, they're morning kids and they will be up and at it and they want to get it all done so then they can know they can relax and get on with their day. Other kids, well, maybe like me, they don't wake up till lunchtime, and so doing it first thing in the morning is not going to happen, especially teenagers, right? So allow them to choose and make choices that suit for them, because then they're also discovering what works for them and what doesn't work. And hopefully they make a mistake or two so they can learn about how to make contributions and what works for them. Have fun exploring with that. If you want to find out any more about how to raise children who are contributors and responsible, just reach out and connect with me, or go to the Love and Logic website as well. They have great resources on this topic.